Hi there, it's Mr. Clef. Welcome to lesson 1.1.6, the treble clef. So last lesson we looked at the 5-line staff, and we all carry around 2 5-line staves with us all the time. In music, staves is the plural of staff. If you're carrying around like a walking staff or something, then you could say staffs, but in music it's always staves, because the English language is... Anyway, so we have our 5-line staff. Doesn't do you a lot of good if you don't know what the actual pitches are. Does you a little bit of good if you know, like, this is higher than that, or like this is lower than this. But if you don't know where your starting place is, doesn't do you that much good. So the solution is something called a clef. And a clef, literally a key, kind of shows you where one of your starting points is. Before we get into that, I realize I need to teach you the musical alphabet. You may know the English alphabet song. The musical alphabet song is different. It goes like this. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That's it. That's all there is. You only need those 7 letters. Unless you're German, they sometimes use H. We're not going to worry about that. 7 letters. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. What happens next? You go back to A. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D. It just keeps repeating and repeating if you want to go further on. So initially, people would just write G and center it around this second line. That's a terrible arrow, I'm sorry. So this is G, A, B, C, D. Some people would start to also write a D here. There are various forms that we can go back and see historically, but this is what the modern treble clef looks like. And what it does is it curls around this same second line, and it tells us that is where the note G above middle C is. If you're going to draw a treble clef, there are 2 schools of thought. What I like to do is start with this dot on the bottom, and then kind of curl up, curl over, back down, and around. There are some people who prefer to start at the top and go down, and then fill in the second half. Whichever works for you is fine with me. So if that second line is G, then the next space above is going to be A, B, C, D, E, F. And if you go down, F, E. So if you went in order, the first line is E, then F, then G, A, B, C, D, E, F. Just like your musical alphabet. Now that we have this basis of the treble clef, when you are drawing stems, you want to go to the next instance of the same letter name. So this note is on the bottom line, so that's an E. We want to make sure that it goes up to the next E, which is here. F goes up to the line, which is the next F. If it goes off the staff, then just like estimate. But this is a good rule of thumb when you're drawing stems. You want them to be about that long. You are going to be responsible for memorizing the notes of the treble staff. To start out with, it can be useful to have mnemonics to just check your knowledge. The space notes spell face. Space, face, that's pretty easy. Then you got E, G, B, D, F. There are a number of phrases out there. My personal favorite is elephant's got big dirty feet, which I learned in elementary school, and I have not forgotten since. So that's my favorite, but feel free to come up with your own. However, that's not going to be enough. You need to spend time just looking at treble clef notes and being able to, as soon as you see it, just know what letter name it is. Or if I say, hey, write an A on the treble staff, you can just go ahead and like, oh, that's an A. Great, done. It just needs to be second nature, otherwise everything else we do for the rest of the class will be terrible because you don't have the fluidity with these basic things. So spend some time with that. The R2Z exercises will help, and I'll see you next time.